Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Trump attorney Alina Habba has just dropped a bombshell on the Alvin Bragg, Stormy Daniels, Michael Cohen, Donald Trump hush money case that could really ruin things for the prosecution. A massive mistake that the judge made. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. Guys, Alina Habba gave an interview on Sunday where she explained a massive mistake that this judge made. A mistake that I think could hold on appeal. A mistake that I think could put this entire case in jeopardy, and so does she. I'm not an attorney, but she is. And I thought this was a mistake from the beginning. This is not your typical case. That's what you have to understand. This is not a typical case. Who in the world does not know who former President Donald Trump is? Who in the world is not going to watch media reports or even just be subjected to hearing about media reports from their friends and family? Especially if those friends and family know they're on this jury. It's almost impossible. You're asking the jury to do something that's impossible. It's not even their fault. If they're going to spend time with their friends and family on this Memorial Day weekend, where we honor our fallen, brave soldiers who gave the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom, if they're celebrating with friends and family, well, how are they going to avoid hearing about this case? I mean, this is the #1 story in the news everywhere. I don't think you can. Now, what Alina Habba says the judge should have did, he did not do. And it could put the entire case in jeopardy and collapse it around Alvin Bragg. Let's take a listen to what she had to say.
We're going to wait a week after the evidence closes to actually do closing arguments and then give jury instructions. This is unheard of. But I'm going to tell you what, there's a silver lining in this, Alina. Donald Trump needs a juror or jurors who are driven by justice to fight for him. I don't want a juror on Thursday or Friday going into Memorial Day weekend to go, you know what, I got a party going on. I want to end this case early. So starting on Tuesday, there's nothing on the calendar. We're not going into a holiday weekend. I think it could bode well for President Trump, for those people on the jury who understand the law and the facts to fight for him and fight for justice. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. The only counter argument to that, and of course it's the lawyer in me to give you the counter, but the counter argument to that is these are not sequestered jurors.
True.
They should have been sequestered because, in my opinion, these jurors are handling something that is completely unprecedented and unwarranted in America. And for them to be able to be out and about on a holiday weekend with friends and families who have opinions, who are watching the news, TV's on the background at the pool party, I have serious concerns. If they're left-winging and they're watching MSDNC, as my client calls it, or CNN, they're not going to get fair news. They're going to hear, but by the way, they have been saying that this case is a hoax, which is shocking. But they know that the jurors are out there listening, and I have concerns about that. Time can be on your side. Sometimes you're right there. But in this instance, I have worries about them going back to whatever friends might have, Trump derangement syndrome, forgetting all sense of reality and coming back and sitting in that box and saying, you know what, I've got to take one for the DNC. I don't want that. I want law to fact, because if we can get that, we will win. We will not just get a hung jury, we will get an acquittal. So let's see.
But you had 5 weeks where those jurors were probably interacting with those same left-wingers. They got to see Donald Trump in the Bronx and all the love and support he got from communities that you normally don't see with Donald Trump.